Or maybe it's just another nightmare.
I think he has another nightmare. Ugh. How did I get into this mess?
That's far enough. Can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix, right?
What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence. You're no longer worthy of your trial. Title. Or trial. you're no worthy for a trial.
Oh my god. I had this dream before, someplace, some time ago.
You did.
As if this day was written in my destiny. Destiny. I know how to speak. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. My name is Jimmy Dongs. Jimmy Dong. To prove a killer innocent. Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome.
Hey, it's the next day. It's March 23rd. 9:43 a.m. Dun 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 dun.
Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix, right?
You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right?
Wait, you're in front of me and you're on the phone. Okay.
I know!
Hi.
Oh god.
Where'd you get that wine from?
I don't like the veins. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. God, he's... Now listen up. You better get a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creep's slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Maya.
Phoenix.
Oh yeah. Yep, I thought so. Maya, how's Maya?
I don't know.
You don't know?
She hadn't tried to channel me since yesterday.
Mia, what am I supposed to do?
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles.
But...
You can't give up. There's still some hope left.
Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. It's at a Christian guard again. Will you leave me alone already? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it.
You're really mean. You're really mean, pal.
Gumshoe. I'm really sorry. Where are you?
Let me join the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal.
Then you have some sort of lead?
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up.
Gumshoe.
Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down. We're not going to do everything we can. We're not going to. We are going to do everything we can to find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then we can get and guard the guilty verdict. He deserves hell.
That's true. I could do that if they find Maya first.
You got that. So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer.
I have to make the trial last longer.
If you go at Mr. Edgeworth everything you've got, then you two can draw it out.
Oh, now I get it.
I believe in you, pal. You, Mr. Edgeworth, can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it us all we've got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something... You have something money will... Oh, you have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship!
It's friendship.
It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it.
It's still March, but 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt and Guard.
Bench is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Shut the fuck up.
Now, as we recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being, what exactly was Miss Adrienne Injury's role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crimes itself? Crimes. Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrienne Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Edgard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing Nickel Samurai costume.
She really looks like she's taking her last clothes off there.
I know. The guilt of these actions are these from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying that she's guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card! What is that? It looks like a shell?
It's a magic trick.
I know. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes. Juan Kuro was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Vanguard. What a surprising turn of events! I would like it's become. I think it's become a commonplace by now, Your Honor.
I know what's going on in this time, so I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya is safe and sound.
Wonder how the trial will turn out today.
Now then, people... yeah, now people, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Everyone's gotta call him.
The prosecution calls the defense and her Mr. Whale Powers to the stand. Okay.
He looks like he gotta pee.
He does. Now then, witness. Your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid actor. I'm just poor! I'm underpaid action star. What is your relation to the defendant? Well, that's I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him, in a way, yeah. Mr. Powers, please. You don't need to put yourselves down so much. Sorry. Well, I'm just kinda, nothing sort of a guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defense room. Is this correct?
On the night of the murder, what were you doing yesterday?
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know that.
You know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you've asked. Now then, I'd like you to please testify what you went to Mr. Agard's room. Okay, sure. He's not sure.
No.
He seems like he's on the verge of crying again.
Same.
After the anniversary, I went by myself to Matt's room.
Oh.
Matt was standing there in the front of his room, still in his Nickel Samurai costume. He was talking to someone. At first I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. We were the guests.
Yes.
That scene sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
Talking with the bellboy is no big deal.
It seems that the person Mr. Agar was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy. What are you supplying?
What are you supplying?
What are you implying or supplying? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Ha 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 ha. South Park reference.
A
Huh.
trap. Can you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're going to have to charge and head for straight. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so, what were they talking about? You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, correct?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say creds.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
No, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip. But that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
So how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think.
Okay. He had guests with him.
You just don't know again.
I
Very
did.
interesting then.
Oh, well, I was thinking and zoning out. First, what do you mean by that?
I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Don't I think that was... Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know? Hey, wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers only had a few minutes. Only a few minutes ago, you stated.
I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip.
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you really know your job, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, Your Honor. So, he wasn't an already about one, was he? Perhaps we let the witness tell us. Okay, very well. Mr. Powers, please, in your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? Hey, bellboy tip.
Okay. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Oh, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me.
How much it was?
That's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket, and that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of the shocking moments I should ask about. Probably the face? But it seems like we're on kind of the tip thing. Because I think we already kind of know who this guy is that he's talking about.
Yeah.
Defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree?
Sure. But giving that much was maybe a little too much, I think.
A little too much.
Would you please clarify for the court? About how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even get to guess. Why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash.
A roll of cash. Looks like he has to pee so.
I know! Oh well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash that can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
Judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. There's nothing I can really object to here. I mean, who can argue that a fat roll of money isn't really odd?
So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor.
Huh.
Payment? Isn't obvious for the murder of Mr. Von Krita. Then the bellboy was the witness. The witness saw. Yeah, he was the assassin, and very fast. Very fast assassin. Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the killer? He is the person the police's special investigation team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the killer. Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out. Oh. Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
What?
Mr. Powers, please testify to tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away. Okay. This time I was in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom, and that's when the bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Krita's room. Not that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. So I mean... thank you very much. This is all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer, then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
Oh my god.
This is no laughing matter.
Okay. Okay. When I say came out of his room, I mean Juan Krita's room. Wait, he came out of Juan's room. Right. Boy, did seem kind of out of place. So what exactly was so out of place about him?
Right. Why the instant grin? Okay.
Because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next.
Well, the boy was empty-handed.
Empty-handed?
That bellboy was one of these room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree, that is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or... try to pull a fast one?
What?
What's this fast one we're gonna be pulling? Okay.
I know!
I'm curious. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy.
But really it is.
There really isn't.
If you two are done being school children, yeah, I thought so. Bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I had asked that the witness previously would be submitted with this new one.
Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Prowse, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. That was kind of strange for the bellboy to come out of the guest room empty-handed. Okay. Juice.
Juice. I'm gonna... Yeah, cause... Hold on. Need your powers?
Yes.
You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But it really is. He is suspicious. He's got all these stitches and.
So, a baseball has stitches? You think that all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches vroom vroom?
So, I mean, what about being empty-handed?
I'd like to ask the court to please take a look here.
This is the crime scene.
And this is the steeple where the body came through. There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here.
Tomato juice.
Anyone can clearly see that I'm in front of this photo. Anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. Ouch.
Okay. But can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at the time?
Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. I blame you for leading me down this route.
Fucking asshole.
I'm terribly sorry.
What is with him? Why is he laughing?
Witness, isn't there one more thing you'd like to share with us? There... The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed?
Okay.
I'm concerned. I thought you had something to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Huh? What?
That bellboy, he was wearing gloves.
Gloves.
Yes, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
He's just a gimp.
Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it's such a mind.
Why does this make the bellboy look really suspicious? Alright, gotta focus. I can't get latex here. I mean, lax here.
No latex either.
No latex. So what if he had gloves? A lot of boy bells wear gloves.
Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy wearing black leather ones.
So, footballs made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they are made of leather vroom vroom?
Yeah. That man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe that he was just another bellboy. Seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony.
The rest?
Oh yes, please, tell us more. Okay.
Oh my god, how many times are we gonna fucking leave?
After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went in and knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went into the bathroom and then back to my seat. Okay. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defense room. Yeah, kinda saw all that by accident.
Some accident, I'd say. You saw too much. I don't know if it was suspicious to have high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that he can no longer consider the bellboy to be normal. Till then, let's get started, shall we, Mr. Wright? Your cross-examination, please.
Yeah, Your Honor. He's snorting. Now you're a guinea pig. Okay. What did he give the person inside the room?
Probably drugs.
I said hold it.
Okay.
That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details.
Okay.
I should probably ask him only one question at a time. Oh, jeez. Don't ask anything. Person inside. So who took the something the bellboy handed off?
Actually, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm?
And you're saying you didn't see the person's face?
Yeah. Yeah, well, Mr. Engard's room, correct? So it could only been Mr. Engard himself, right? Then what did the bellboy do after that? So after he gave the person inside the room... The old guy just left without even going into the room, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Whoa, hold on. Yeah. Ask about the other thing.
Okay.
Gave something to this person?
Yeah.
What was this something?
If I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it something, would I? Yeah, but this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really don't remember, Mr. Well, your fucking powers. I think it's kind of small. Yeah, I'd like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defense room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. That, as for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, I was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, all is really that important. Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of absolute importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Miss Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was no. If you remember, please add to your testimony. Yes, sir.
I think I have an idea. Was it
Some sort of
possibly
wooden
this from the
statue.
room?
Yeah. What's the point of that her pregnant pause? Where did that object come from? Well, speak up.
It was me, Your Honor.
What is a phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this.
That's right. If you have something to say, please sit out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix. Deep breaths. Mr. Powers, this is something you saw. Was it this item?
Yeah, hey, that's it. That's just something. Well, Mr. Wright, you really figured out. I recall we found this at Matt Engard's mansion. At the fence house. What does that mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Angrita in his room, and then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
As a trophy, maybe?
Then the bear being found at Mr. Engard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Engard is the killer's client. Order. I said order. Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Yeah. Sorry,
okay. No, that's alright. Your judgment was sound.
No.
Cat.
It's him.
Yeah. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you haven't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edworth would have.
I almost forgot that he knew about it too. Hold on, I gotta adjust this cat. There we go.
I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something else that Juju has to snort over. Your Honor, a minute, please.
Yeah, that's right.
There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored.
What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, couldn't have that. Alright, that's right. What questionable points would you like to explore further?
Oh god.
Well, I mean, kind of curious more about the bear. But which... Okay.
The bear itself. The bar.
The bar.
I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is a very questionable.
The bear? Mr. Wright? Are you alright?
This was found at Mr. Engard's mansion, bitch. However, Mr. Engard was arrested at the hotel that night. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh.
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Engard who took this bear to the mansion.
Well, why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
If that's reverted.
Objection, apparently. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Guard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There was no way for him to escape.
Can't believe it, the butler. All this time he was the killer.
The killer and Edgar were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Edgar's mansion as it's what a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to Engard's mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engard had him to do so. I assume because it would have been bad, but had the police found it during the investigation. But why take the bear? Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now.
This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to find something else.
What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you have a plan?
I plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Power's testimony.
What? There's still another one.
There is indeed, Your Honor, and it's quite questionable point.
What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright. What question point would you like to explore further?
Person who received the bear. There was one thing in... I forgot to breathe. There was one thing in Power's testimony that was very unclear. And that is the identity of the person who received the bear.
He gave some to the person inside the room. I got an open window. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear. You can't...
I was Mr. Powers. No, if you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Oh, sorry. Actually, so I remember. Remember who took the bear?
What?
Really? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm, it was Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear.
You gotta be kidding.
Are you sure about that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was Nickel Samurai. Order. Looks like you dug your own grave yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count.
So, the person who took in this little bear was Nickel Samurai. And as we all know it, Matt Engard is Nickel Samurai. That's a black bar. Thanks to the defendant, we made this all the clearer. I think we've heard enough. Now we know why the bear figure was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin's room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Engard. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you can now win against the truth, could you?
I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Do I? What should I do? I'm gonna save.
Oh, yes!
There we go. I'm gonna raise an objection.
Okay. Well then.
There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only trick I have left. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at Matt Engard's mansion. However, it's possible that all this is work of a certain other person.
What are you saying?
What am I saying? I mean, what I am saying is it's possible a different person is the killer's real client.
That the real client?
Yes.
This is all you have. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. who do you say is the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer?
Maya.
Oh god! She kidnapped herself. Celeste!
Yeah. Fucking Celeste. She was here all along. She doesn't have an age. She was deceased.
Adrian Andrews?
Yeah, we already know that she tried to frame Matt and Gar for the crime. By wearing a spare nickel samurai costume.
Yeah. Then the Casama's arm that I saw.
That could have very well been Miss Andrews.
But what about Mr. Engard?
If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. Defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right. Then find this figure at Matt Engard's mansion.
As well laid trap set by Miss Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in his defense logic. Besides which, there's no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discuss its possibilities either. What's with this trial?
Come on, can anyone tell Engard did it? Yeah,
Truly unbelievable. It's something for all murder. They're all murderers.
This is save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight. I can't give up on.
Just gonna stare at him blinkily. Order. All the parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Oh, Your Honor. For the veterans of the defense, I am willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense theory. I think he's catched on. I'm not Edgeworth. I mean, I'm talking to myself for a second. Mr. Wright, you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear?
He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to Engard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Absolutely. I'm sure that the courtroom knows its significance. The true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor. The prosecutor calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. Who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Is it Celeste? Oh, no. Okay, it's Miss Andrews. Adrian Andrews herself. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. It's 11:54 a.m. Oh.
God.
I mean, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage, don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought it in your decision you tried to pin the guilt onto Adrian.
Ugh, I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick? Pearls, where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power?
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe.
How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal?
Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto.
That's good, pal.
And what about you? Anything yet? Have you found out where the killer and Maya are?
We still have some of the bits.
What? We don't have any more time.
We just had one. Even a single clue would be really helpful.
I was only able to come up Well, I was only able to come up this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught?
A tent.
Huh? Tent.
I can see a circus tent.
Mia.
It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it was Maya that called you away.
She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I can see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Gumshoe, is there a circus tent in town right now?
There's only one pal at the very big circus.
Of course. Maya is somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent.
What? Okay, hold on a second, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry! And I can see a mailbox under the window just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox.
Okay, what else?
What else, Mia?
I'm sorry, but it was very small window. I can't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay?
Mia, Maya's not hurt, right?
She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Yeah.
Gumshoe, please hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix?
It's only a matter of time before Maya is rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer.
"12:05 p.m.
I'm sassy.
Oh no, declare the man who murdered the victim handed this to this client. From this, one obvious question arises: why is this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, Russ calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. I wonder if that's where the suicide note is.
In the bear?
Yeah. Currently, the witnesses use of tampering, obstruction, and obscures of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to assert who exactly is guilty of the murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Looks like Winnie the Pooh.
It does. Of course I have. You've seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please lend the court to this bear's sequence? Alright.
Why? Why does she...
I know the secrets. Actually, this is a elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. And it's a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. So the figurine is a container of sorts, is it? Yes, looks kind of deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, this is superb craftsmanship. Weapons. Oh, yes, iron near for right. You may have been getting crosses enemies for right. Looks like there's really was something to that bear after all. Yes, it was a bear after all. Oh my god. Go down. No, I didn't want to go down there. Hold on. Having troubles.
I'm concerned about your troubles.
For some reason it like went out.
A puzzle?
It's joining.
Gotta connect it back.
Yeah. That's right. But looks like an ordinary figurine.
That's true. True enough. Whoever is true. People who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly?
Yeah, right.
So you can take it apart, and how would one go about doing that?
Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. That's... Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms, legs are free, move and can be removed. Oh, this is almost interesting.
Boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again.
Yeah. Ichigo, don't be too loud. Don't mind me. Go on ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it.
So you find out where you take the puzzle apart.
And how do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. And this was a present from you. That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I bought it. I thought it would be perfect for everyone.
So it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony. Oh, just lay down.
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us. One and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are many people with this same bear in this country. But this looks like it can be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get what's inside. Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same again once it's been broken.
Who else knows about this? Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box?
I never told anyone. As long as one never told anyone either, with only the two of us who knew.
2 of you, huh? But of course that means Mr. Engard didn't know, right? This is about all I'm going to get for now.
Well, Mr. Wright, I think even if you come to realize there's one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and this is, what is inside this box? What's inside the box? What's inside? That's right. That's what we are going to find the next witness.
On the next episode of Witness.
Yes. You are the only one who can open this. Please.
There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart.
Look. I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? What's that? It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess at what this is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's a suicide note. The suicide note? The suicide note left by Juan Korea's former manager Celeste in Peck. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Korea himself. Yes, Celeste in Peck had very beautiful handwriting.
I want to know what's on it.
And she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Order. Witness, do you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from one. When I disturbed this body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Zara's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question?
What is written on the note?
That's right. At least, that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it. For her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. I know.
Judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Pax left to us a record of all that had happened to her, about being used and then thrown away by Engard, about being engaged to Karita and Engard's role in destroying that, and about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all.
And then, that's all Miss Pax had to say. That's all, folks. There's one thing I could like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Engard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yeah. On the night of the murder, one was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-mortem show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word! My anger rallies of all else is refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
Horrible misdeeds. It's Engard's fault.
That's why he went so far as to kill someone to stop him from repeating it. How terrible.
What a selfish person.
I guess there's a slime ball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps out there. There's no room for doubt here. Mr. the killer's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motive were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone.
Ugh. How am I supposed to escape from this one?
What? Hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
I know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way to the situation through one of those.
The gals are already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry!
Suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue? It's the note. Please wait, Your Honor.
Look at that lawyer.
Still going
at it. He's going at it. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook.
I think Your Honor believes that Matt and Guard killed in order to obtain this note.
Yes, that's correct.
But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Krita until the night of the murder. If that's the case, I say that Matt and Guard could not have known what was written on this note.
Oh, I didn't think of that way.
Exactly, but I didn't. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what was it said. What was on it said. Words.
Order, order, order. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edworth, what is your opinion?
It was just a flash, but I think I'd rather on this one.
Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon himself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What's that? The very small camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying?
What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession.
Damn! Matt Gungard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim, while he was being spied on, his personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Gungard. Order, order. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't tell me you knew your client's spying activities?
Well, sort of.
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you're confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this.
She was bug sweeper.
That way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Matt Gungard's fingerprints were on the camera? Well, Phoenix, it looks like these cameras were hidden all over the place.
I'm not even supposed to say to that evidence.
I think this is the end. Fairly obvious that Mr. Gungard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along.
He got me good this time. I don't even have anything to counter that.
Hey, now that's what's the lawyer thinking.
Mommy, is that man a bad killer guy?
Shh, shut up. Don't look at him.
The way he's sweating is just ew, nasty.
Phoenix,
Yeah, Chief.
have you figured out what you're going to do next?
What I'm gonna do next? Is running away like a frightened child work?
I know it seems like Mr. Edward is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
Well, what is that, Mia?
There is a piece of evidence that he really should investigate.
Something he should investigate.
I really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden?
Alright, I think the time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? Well, she's given me hints, so I might as well take it. I have an objection, Your Honor.
That was about the weakest objection I ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily.
You're beginning to sound desperate.
I am. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing.
Hey, isn't that what I just said? So you're telling me that I forgot something?
I feel like it has something to do with this note. This note. You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should have done about this piece of evidence. I hear tales of the guards.
This is Miss Impact's suicide note, right?
Who knows? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside this bear, but this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analyzed.
Oh.
So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impact or not, this has yet to be remotely confirmed.
Mr. Wright, you can't seriously suicide. Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Engard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear?
How dare you! Your Honor, the defendant is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. And there's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. You just tried to buy time.
But if this is fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness testimony concerning this figure. The only person other than the victim who could solve this puzzle is the witness herself in the room.
Ah!
Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt and Guard.
I did not such thing. Right, if you're going to produce suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented the scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies within you, the prosecution.
That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note? His defense has asserted the handwriting has yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. 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 This isn't good, Phoenix.
The judge is going to carry the trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and the defense further investigation. Henry, I silence my butt. That's just okay. Edgar's guilty.
Rebel.
Look, idea. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. They're all guilty. Everyone's guilty.
Even you.
Especially you, Ichigo.
It's my phone.
What the fuck? What's the sound?
It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe. What is with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer?
He got away.
What?
I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say. Besides, I'm sorry. Wish there was some way to be looking up to you. We really do.
Anyway, what's going on?
We found his hideout, but two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I keep looking for them, pal. Don't worry. I just need a little more time.
But
don't tell me we don't have any more time. More, they're all just gotta yell guilty everywhere. Okay.
You hear that? They're calling for his head.
Mr. Wright, I can't for us to come this far in. Oh.
What is it?
Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that.
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone call afterwards.
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch!
Mr. Edgeworth. Please, you gotta stop. Yeah, you gotta buy some more time. Court is in session.
Motherfucker!
I'm sorry, Your Honor. We were saying? Mr. Wright, this is court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but...
I am, what?
Reluctant.
Reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to send the proceedings into tomorrow. Oh, he's having a mental breakdown.
This time I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day. Fucking Edgeworth! There we go. Please wait, Your Honor.
Edgeworth.
What in Mr. Edgeworth? I handle your case another 30 minutes, so Your Honor is the time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and then run tomorrow?
Raw tomorrow?
Yes, we're gonna do real raw tomorrow. Please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for.
Please, Your Honor.
Very well. This court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today.
I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us.
The court will now take this final recess of the day. You should go hearing something.
Dogs.
Maybe. Hey, it's 2:04 p.m.
It cut you off.
I didn't want... Right. What's going on with my situation?
The killer! Looks like he got away again. 30 minutes, we can't find her in that time.
Oh yeah, he has a phone. Report. It is Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have time, just spit it out.
Right.
Right.
I got up in the moment.
We missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence?
Oh, I thought you noticed, so. I got things he left with right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for these guys or her. When these guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I have to, I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on the hold for now.
Sounds bad. Hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
With my hangover, urging I'll still be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just here in one piece. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir! No one!
I need a hero!
I'm falling down of all the slots, running every red light. Okay.
Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this.
Oh, what the fuck? What's wrong, Detective Gumshoe? Answer me. Did he just crash? No one can stop me.
Did he die? What happened?
Sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking? We gotta hurry and call for help.
But we don't know we know where he is. Our cell phone's broken and we can't drive a car, so no radio either. Also, if you don't get to these items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No, we can't let that happen.
Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we can stand a chance.
Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at the moment? Kind of?
So? I think so, yeah.
Yeah. That's right! He has, Francesca's, device on him.
Yeah.
That's right, there is a way.
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. Where is it exactly, though? Is it...
I think it's further up.
Is it...
We have the radio receiver. Would it be the transmit? Where was it said?
Or do I select Francesca, actually, now that I think about it? Because
yeah,
he has it on him.
Yeah, so she would have the device. Are you bringing up Francesca at the time with this? Oh, I see. I tried to get in touch with her. Their chances are slim, but she's all we have.
Yeah, she's a bitch, though.
I'm a bitch.
Will she even want to help us? Edgeworth.
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say that defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears, whether you did your job well or not. That can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
The verdict?
It's prosecution. Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. You're early finished with the handwriting of Silas. I have to go take the call. In the meantime, think hard about what is you must do. Okay. It is March 23rd, 2:35 p.m. We're still in the courtroom. Staring longingly. With big boobs. Court will review. I assume
Reconvene.
both sides reconvene. Review and then convenes. Fucking V fucks me up.
Oh my god. Yes, Your Honor.
He's so angry! Yes, Your Honor. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you always seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? It's nothing, Your Honor. It's okay!
What's wrong with Edgeworth?
It looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on his index. Suicide note! Yeah, Your Honor, fortunately, We have discovered that the suicide note is a forgery.
Oh, shit. What?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Mrs. Pex herself. It is a fake. So who did it? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, would you like to care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Mrs. Pex, then who wrote it? We should need more time to do more detailed analysis. However, I don't think we have the time. It appears that the handwritten matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Creta.
Mr. Creta?
Well. It looks like Mrs. Pex never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about Engard. However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. Engard could not have known that, and so the facts remain unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does seem sound very plausible.
This theory that Engard had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it.
It does. Because...
Do I even have evidence to present? I have an idea. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts the testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Engard not to have known it was fake. Where is it? There it is.
Because he was watching him.
Yeah.
What is this little item called again?
A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but...
Oh, that's right, a camera. You kids and your fancy toys nowadays.
God. Just imagine what he's like to his grandkids.
Jesus.
Mr. Edgeworth, earlier, you claimed that Mr. Engard knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim, isn't that right? If that were true, then this means Mr. Engard would have known that the victim had forged the note.
Ugh. So the defendant knew the suicide note was fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Engard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air.
But Your Honor,
Okay.
it's not as if Mr. Engard mentioned Mr. created 24 hours a day, monitored. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in the place where Mr. Engard didn't know of it.
Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Vroom, why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery of at an unknown place?
He did. Order, Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. As I figured. Huh? As you figured. As I figured, it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not making any sense. Well, when I heard results of the handwriting, I thought this might have happened. The question is, what next?
What next?
If the prosecution cannot prove Mr. Engard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there, Your Honor. The prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual.
Edgeworth stuttering? This is not like him at all.
Unusual. Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question. Who was it that hired Shelley the Killer to commit murder?
That's impossible. Who in the... Does such a person exist who can answer that question with such certainty?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this witness? It's Matt. Yeah, go on. Who is it? The man himself. Oh, Mr. Shelley. Yeah, fucking Mr. Shelley the Killer. Mr. the Killer. Oh, wait. Shelley the Killer? Right. You mean the killer? I mean the assassin? Yes, Your Honor. Is he coming here to the witness stand? Well, yeah, in a matter of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstances, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Is this alright with you?
Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. Defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is alright to do this. Very well. Then Preston calls the witness to the stand.
Edgeworth, is there no other way left for us?
Now then, witness. Your name and your occupation, please.
Hold on, drink.
Okay.
It's
already
very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer. I am a professional assassin.
I say, what is going on here? Your Honor, how can you remain so calm, and what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was just delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. the Killer will testify to this court.
So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about.
Oh, no. That will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelley the Killer.
I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm so hungry.
Maya.
A voice, Mr. Wright. Can you confirm anything from this?
The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the Killer.
It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so... Now then, witness, there is one thing I would like to confirm there before we speak of anything else.
And what would that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Greta, right? Is this correct?
As you say, I indeed killed Mr. Greta.
Now then, now you have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well.
After this error, this is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. A bad dream.
Shelley the Killer. What is going on? What is he going to say? And what's going on? The client. There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason why I am here today on the stand, to witness myself. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'm I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. Well, he may appear to be Your Honor. Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by his one belief. You mean about the trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. But, well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix.
No. Okay. And go on. The trust between you and your client. I provide my service in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my client are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
That is why you're testifying in this manner?
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. And why am I switching accents? Who knows? I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break the trust? It has never happened before, but if it ever did, yes. That person wouldn't be my client for very long. That would be certainly...
That's enough, please, no more.
Very well, it was only a hypothetical question anyway. Okay.
Oh my god.
That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell me, us, whoever we are, the name of your client. I would like to not have this cat trying to touch me. I would think that this would be very bad for them. It does not matter to me. The client has already broken the rules and acted outside of the prescribed rule.
The role.
These persons tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die?
No, didn't mean anything.
What accent am I doing right now, by the way?
I don't know! It's like a mix!
The judge had better watch himself. It is my wish that you grab the concept before the client.
Okay.
Guess I'll do that. We understand, so please tell us the name of the client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. Still a few things to say before I do. That egomaniacal. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff, just tell us the name already.
Patience, try to calm down a little. It's important to try and whatever that says, to see versus straight face and close, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk.
I'm not his therapist, you know.
I'm your therapist.
Yeah. Okay, I question him on that. Did I question him on this?
Is that the reason I'm here today on this witness stand? Oh, did you? God, I don't remember which one. Kind of. Because we got a little bit more, so. Okay, you did that one.
Let me. Yeah.
Okay, so you did. Okay. I wasn't sure which one. God, they just got a slap. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, this is the only one I haven't done. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please tell us your plans? I don't think you understand, your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means?
No.
Sorry. Go on.
Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright.
It's only because you don't know about Maya's situation. Okay, I questioned him on that, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I questioned him on that. Questioned him on everything. What?
Was there... Did he say something else that we need to...
Time for the guide.
Okay, cause yeah, I don't know if we missed or you got to question him on a certain one again.
Says,
hey, bitch night.
Press the killer on the statement. Now then, I do have... I believe it's about time I revealed the name of my client. But I don't have that one here. I don't have what it wants me to press him on.
I know it popped up at one point, but yeah, it disappeared then.
Let's do this again. Oh, what? I did question him on that though, didn't I? I'm sorry. I was just wondering something about you said. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
Yeah.
A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. And that's why you feel you can betray this person. I have no trust to relation with a client who can't trust their assigned rule. Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic? This case just keeps getting better and better. What? God damn. He's just mocking him at this point.
Yeah! In his head.
Yes. You can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think. Really. In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek.
You have made it clear, crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Are we though?
Excellent.
Excellent.
And now, okay, yes, this is the one that was missing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to read what it even said. I just knew I was supposed to click on it.
What is it?
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
Like, oh my god. If you can't ask it, it's right, then I will.
Thanks.
Witness. I'll do your job for you. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Ongreta? Is it who I think?
That person's name is...
Yeah,
Adrian
I
Andrews. Oh,
what? Witness. That's not who told you. Told me it was earlier.
Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews.
What? This can't be on the phone earlier.
What's going on here?
My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
Stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back?
I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Matt and Guard, perhaps?
I knew it.
This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie. But you were the one who summoned this witness. There, you, Shelley the killer.
My testimony is the truth. The defendant of the moment is not in guard, am I correct? All I wish is to procure his acquittal. H.
Wow. All of a sudden, it seems like we can actually win this.
Yeah.
I still don't believe it. The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and it has instead provide the suicide, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitely of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. Killer's client, who requested the murder, was not the defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt Agard is innocent.
No.
No.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict. The killer out.
Please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately. What now? With the way this is going, Agard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya.
Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And Engard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this?
I know, right? Who would have believed that this prosecution's own witness would assault the defendant?
No.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question this witness. Shelley the killer is certainly lying under earth.
Under earth.
Oh. It wasn't me. Oh, it wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please, the testimony just now, it was all one big lie.
Miss Andrews.
The suicide may have been a fake, but that means Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie. But Mr. the Killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client. No, that's not true. Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. A knife, a button, donating the nickel samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste's impact was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. No. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story, who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me.
Yeah, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or options.
I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for gumshoes and new evidence? What am I supposed to do?
Also, Maya did say if she was saved from this, she wouldn't forgive him.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue.
Sorry, Phoenix.
Did you zone out?
Yeah.
I can't do it, Maya, whoever you are. I can't accept I'm not guilty.
You are a lawyer.
I know. But Matt Guard is a killer, a murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than a guard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact. That is because of Edgeworth that I know now the real truth. Kingdom Hearts is light. It could have gotten Engard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust. I never thought about it until now that a cat is behind my TV messing with wires that they shouldn't.
Oh, that's what the noise was. I was trying to ignore it.
Yeah. I trust him?
Yes, you do. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
Defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. the Killer.
I'm hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But that witness has cleared your client through the testimony. Your job here is done.
No, it's not. I'm not done yet. To see through the witness's lies and to find the truth, that is my job room, Your Honor.
Okay.
There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
Very well, the trial will continue. Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. the Killer. Right away, Your Honor. Dun dun dun.
Has a verdict been reached?
Before that, we would like to talk to you with a little more.
With a little more.
Just a little more.
About. All you need from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for?
Actually, we'd like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done.
What's he talking about? Usually done?
But what shall we have him testify about now? Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
Your legal people and your procedures, it is a wonder no one likes to go to court. As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene, Adrian Andrews already knew from the beginning that Juan Kuro was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and butter. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. Trucks outside my house.
Yeah, this is an unexpected turn of events for the 5th time now?
Why is it going so slow?
Because it got near. However, this time everything has finally been revealed. Objection. Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. We still have cross-examination to do. But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. And if I have a choice, as if I have a choice here.
Ah. Why? What is this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defendant's case. If you scrutinize the testimony then...
Then I'll expose the lies in the oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That makes two of us. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay.
But she...
Hold on. Thank you very much for taking time to testify, Mr. DeKiller. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Correa had been murdered.
But now, how do you know that?
From this very wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass.
Mr. DeKiller's supposed client, Mr. Correa, had only fainted. Which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' concluded plan?
That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planted, they would never have left their fingerprints behind.
I see your point, Mr. Edgeworth. What is your opinion? Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought of just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenons?
It isn't the time to ask about such a minor detail. It is not very important points anyway, correct?
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
You're mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then I'm a hot dog on a barrel. Then your client should have a knowledge of Mr. Correa's death.
God, is he picking up slang from fucking Lana?
It seems like that could only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. Good speed of light. I just like that she's a fucking radio.
How strange.
Yeah.
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? What?
Phoenix, if the killer figures out what you're going to do up to, we're in real trouble.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Sorry.
I think he zoned out.
Yeah, he's just here for the ride. Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you. Anyway, I'm positive there was a contradiction to that testimony. The prosecutor is further testimony concerning whether the request was taken.
Very well. Right now I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. I just know that very outcome of this trial lies with those items.
Drink that fucking water.
My cat or your cat?
My cat. Are they also drinking water?
No, I was so wondering because I didn't see my cat drinking water. This request came to me, about a week ago. It was, imagine it, a week ago, Sicily, 1922.
Was she getting the shivers? Or turned on? Jesus.
It was a request for my services on the night of the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. This is my accent now. That is what I occurred. I trust my memory and I believe I have no mistakes.
Is he fucking Russian now?
Apparently.
So physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first to build trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you cross-examination, please.
Oi. Oi.
No, you flunks.
What bar did you meet at, though? I want to know, is this how we meet killers? Where's the bars? Where's the... Damn it. Wait, did I pass it?
You went past it. You went past twice that he said bar.
Is it? Okay, this one. So you physically met at... I don't know why, I just find this really funny right now. So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. So what'd she fucking look like? What was that? What was the brief pause?
I think he forgot that he was lying.
Yeah. Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail.
I'm gonna point to, why is that?
It's because I value the trust between a client and myself over all else. And the only way to establish that it is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now any of importance? Yeah, because we know he has been in Matt's house.
Guess it was not important.
I don't know. It was and wasn't, I feel like it.
Nah.
Also, I have more bruises on myself.
What the fuck? Why he meets his client is not important, and that wasn't the point. Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Witness, please stop.
Please stop!
My brain malfunctioned. Please stop sidestepping my questions. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews?
Yeah. Adrian.
I've already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face
There we go.
that I began to trust him.
Trust him.
That's when I thought I can trust this person as a client.
He's still saying him, so we know he's lying.
Yeah.
It's true. Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
It was very important. If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was the utmost importance.
Huh, really? If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well. Yeah, he's still saying him.
Saw him. Yeah, I've caught that a few times with this.
Actually, that's the first time I've caught it, I think.
Oh.
Because I thought he was talking about, like, other people before, so...
He might have been, but yeah.
But, as we know now, that was not how it turned out, correct? What do you mean? That he lost his accent for a second?
Yeah, he did.
Adrian Andrews turned out to be a client who couldn't stick to the rules, right? He thinks Adrian's a boy, doesn't he?
Oh, he doesn't know Adrian's actually a chick.
Yeah, that just clicked. Because Adrian's normally a guy's name.
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, yes. I suppose you are correct.
So, I'd like to check one last time. Are you sure your testimony is accurate?
That is what occurred. Memory, I believe I have no maybe.
Heebity-beaties.
So...
I've made no mistakes.
I guess press him on it? So your client was Adrian Andrews. That is correct. Well, he says two of them met, but if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. Yes, there is!
You have to draw more information from him, but you can't draw his suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere. But I thought we did.
Talk about a delicate balance. Do I have to question him on it again, like I did last time?
I wonder.
Maybe present Adrian to that.
I saw him.
Okay, maybe present Adrian to it.
Yeah.
Bitch, Adrian the chick. I hate to break your shit here. I'd like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at bar.
At the bar! Just at bar.
At bar. And took the request at the time. Yes, that is correct. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy. How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but Jim, get the fuck away from me. You're hot, I'm hot, everything is hot in this room. I'm sorry, but this is impossible tale. But Shelley the Killer, you have never met the real Adrian Andrews. Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip-up about her. So what is the issue? Yeah. Wait, did you just say now? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she's a woman. Oh, I exploded in my little pants.
Order in the court, Mr. Wright. What is the meaning of this?
Are you a robot? This witness testified to the following: that he always meets face to face with his clients when they're requesting things.
But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person? Yes, Your Honor. That is exactly the point. That means Mr. DeKiller's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews.
Yeah, he's sweating oil.
Oh no! Mr. Edwards, however, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. Unluckily for Mr. DeKiller, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender, and so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. What? What is going on?
Ow.
Shelley DeKiller. Ow. This court.
I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another.
No. So, does that mean you remember something different now?
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. I know he's just going to spit out more lies. With his oil.
Very well, this time please give us the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, now I remember. I took the request by mail. You just said you never fucking take it by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of one Kurita and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client would be a man.
So you think this job... So you took this job through the letter?
He didn't mention anything about a letter in this earlier testimony, which means he's definitely lying.
Yeah, because he's a piece of shit. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break this assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us.
I know. I can't make him suspicious, but...
Don't be suspicious.
I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me, no matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
Zim is cleaning Juju. Okay. There have been times, even though he fucking said not, but I'm curious, what are these other small things? 2 or 3 other things. Yes. And what were these other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with the case. What should I do now? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad.
Oh my god.
Let him get mad. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide.
What?
Mr. Attorney. Yes. Everything I have said from the beginning has nothing but benefits to your client, which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client? That's... I smell stench of backstabber, and should turn out to be one. What? Wait. Uh-oh. This is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing?
Is he being a little douchebag?
We're going further.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what other jobs your client requested. Juju's getting angry at him. Jobs your client requested were. If it is truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine. After the assassination of the dog, I was able to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And what was where was the figurine? Drink. It was inside Mr. Cletus' suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client. Interesting.
This information is clearly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony.
As you wish. Okay, so... Where's the bear?
Beer. That's a beer.
Shelley the killer. If you had really given this bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. This item.
See where you're going.
Yep, that's where I'm going.
Where's everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
God! Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony.
I was going to burn it. For her sake.
If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suitcase. I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. Yeah, 'cause she had time.
Yep. Order. So, that's where you two were going. So, by the way, very fact that the suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to assemble that bear. Which means...
only Kurita and her and Impax knew?
Yeah. It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian to be the client.
Oh, Mario!
Order.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah. I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of the agreement. No, that's not it. That's enough. If this is your intention, then there is only one thing for me to do. Wait, please. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No. Please, not that. Please wait. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end, and I may stay my hand otherwise.
He's okay. What in the... Mr. Wright, are you...
I'm having a crisis.
Mr. Edworth. Yes, Your Honor. I didn't understand this witness outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? Well, we should...
Edgeworth, we can't do this. If we keep this up, Maya, she'll...
The prosecution, what has overcome everyone? Even you are... The prosecution... rests?
Yeah.
What is going on over here? The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? I'm so confused. Okay. No. Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is the most unusual situation. If the prosecution has no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its status.
Yeah.
If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's clan is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
If I end the trial here right now, then your client Matt Angard would be declared innocent. In his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Miss Andrews would be charged with murder.
The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defendant's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Angard, to the stand. The items from DeKiller's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out.
Can't believe it.
The outcome now lies in your hands. So the fate of Maya lies in his hands. Oh no, I'm the dude. Dude is here. Did the gold guy finally decide? Well, to be honest, I think if he is truly innocent and good person, you have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent. Heh. Why would he do this? This is what would fuck you up. So I guess even the old Fuddy-duddy figured me out. It's very hard.
Okay, so the thing is, the judge hasn't banged his gavel yet, dumbass.
I know, right? He's so stupid. What an ethnic lawyer I have, given his own client up like this. And that's refreshing like a spring breeze. I'm a fresh and crap spring breeze. It's just don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and proceed. Pronounce me innocent already.
Pronounce this man away.
I know. Right, Mr. Lawyer.
Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life?
You'd better get Edgar a guilty sentence, okay?
But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, Miss Andrews will be charged with murder. Do I say guilty or not guilty? Every choice I make, someone's life is going to end.
Oh god, red.
It all hinges on what I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defendant's final statements on this matter. Guilty, innocent. If the person who hired the assassin was Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt Edgard, is innocent. There's no need to ask the old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, and that aren't you? Miss, right.
Left. I can't do this, but I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Matt Edgard, is...
Fucking bitch. He's putting him in a hard spot. Like, that's fucked up.
You know what? Fuck it. He's guilty. That ass, though.
I know. God. We're waiting for your answers, right?
I was in the zone. Hold on, let me save real quick. There we go.
Matt Edgard, your client deserves an answer.
Maya, I'm sorry. Matt Edgard is... Ow.
Yep, I was gonna say that she gonna come in.
She saved us. Francesca von Karma.
What are you doing here? Ow. You see, now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix, right? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy fool. Did you bring the final pieces to have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Juju. Why do you have to do that?
Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. And don't worry about Scrappy, he's fine, and his injuries are minor.
The cats keep opening and closing my door.
I know.
It's making it squeak.
I know, and I hear the little thing.
Yeah.
All of the items are inside this.
Did he die?
Oh, no. What a filthy old coat this is. It's...
That's Gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. So I wonder even if I said not guilty, if it would have still proceeded to this.
Yep. I apologize for this ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap these items in.
Felt long and hard. Haha. This whole time. Trial. All for what is inside that raggedy coat. Bad mouthing them. I'm sure that inside the coat lies a crucial piece of evidence.
Oh, God.
Your Honor, inside that filthy coat, and the defense's final pieces of evidence.
Your final evidence? Matt's just there being petless.
With his scotch, probably?
Yeah. This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial.
What? Burps.
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. Because Juju said so, I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police. He must have been quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor. The killer left the 3 pieces of evidence.
Ooh. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around, like a miracle. I'm sure of it.
This is all we can hope for.
He needs a gun.
Ooh, a gun! The first item is a pistol! Oh my god.
Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? I don't think so, because there was nothing about a gun. But... question for more details, I guess. Does that pistol have any relation to this case?
If you had to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case, at least with me. Okay. Oh.
What? Oh!
That's the part. Yeah, it's like, did you forget that she got shot? Because I was like, she got shot, didn't she? That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it?
I don't know, she's just not that important to me.
I mean, I like her, but like, I don't like her enough, I guess. Yeah.
To remember she got shot.
That's what I believe. Yes. I just remembered when
same.
The pistol came. I kept that bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. Jesus. I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test. Itchy eyebrows.
So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francesca. It's probably not going to help us very much. Pistol added. It shot her. No person shot her, it was just the pistol that shot her.
The second piece of evidence is this tape. Yeah, I think this tape has...
I bet the killer took them from the mansion. Yeah, I think that's the videotape that was missing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Oh yeah.
But I would suspect that this tape is very important. Why would you say that? Because he came back to this hideout for it.
The killer went back for it?
That's right. It looks like he was trying to cover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Shelley the killer is no ordinary man.
Lay down.
Lay down and respect the law.
Lay down for the law. Oh, and then yeah, that's the coat he was wearing.
Yeah, and the last piece of evidence is his Spellboy's uniform.
It's that uniform from the Gatewater Hotel.
I thought you were gonna say the Gatewater Hotel!
God. Was that used during the crime?
I am the crime scene. I'm certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. She's just gonna start laughing.
There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder.
There's one thing I found interesting about this uniform. What is that? There's a button missing on the uniform. A button. It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. Just the judge is falling asleep.
Yes.
That is all I have to present, Your Honor. Just as a thought.
I zoned out. And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure we were under normal circumstances. These items from Shelley the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing. It is who is the client.
We know who
Yes,
it is.
that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that.
Well, if we had more time,
Thank you for your hard work, Miss Van Karma. You may step down now.
Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine the new evidence.
Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down the verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he?
Is the end?
Miss Phoenix. Phoenix!
I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there?
I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far, you can't give up now.
But no matter how you think about it, it's...
Try, for my sake. Just think about it for a couple seconds. There are two ways out of this situation for us.
Two?
The first... Make Engard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Huh.
The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Engard himself wishes to be convicted, then we will let his hostage go.
That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible.
The second way? Force the killer to end his contract with Engard. If the killer were to no longer think of Engard as his client, then he would let Maya go.
Mia, that's even more impossible. He is a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else.
I know, both of these seem like impossible feats at first. But if you can make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle.
The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them.
Phoenix. Think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us?
The other side. Wait, does that mean... You mean to turn things around?
Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does it? Who does need it?
The person who needs the evidence.
The defense, the prosecution, and the judge. We have seen all the pieces of evidence. And that is how we have come to know the truth. But there's one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth. That truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end. There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I'll proceed my verdict. Pronouncement. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids? Like, I'm gonna object that.
I'm objecting.
I know, he is. Just, this court will now does not need any more evidence. He just...
I'm not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor.
Ooh. Then you want to show the evidence to that person?
Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor.
It's alright for you to ask with such passion. Ichigo, hold on. I will grant you one chance. Only one chance.
One chance.
Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person. It's impossible to turn the situation around in one try. One try, that is all I will permit.
I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking Edgard down at the same time.
Yeah, now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show the evidence?
Who would I like to show the evidence to? Okay, I know there's two endings, so I'm gonna follow the guide here for a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could save, would be fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
But I can't back out of this.
Nope.
It says to present Maya Fey. And it says you can choose any person or item as long as they're not Shelly the killer or the videotape presenting the wrong evidence will unlock the thing. But my save is like a little ways back, so I'm gonna skip that. And I think the right person is Shelly the killer. Oh god, there's two of them.
What the fuck?
Well, I
I'm
guess
concerned.
Shelly killer's red, by the way. He's covered in his victim's blood.
Yes. I'm concerned.
I'm gonna go with this.
Let's see. And now, tell us, court, what one piece of evidence you would like to show this person?
The videotape.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edworth? Is this correct? I think there's some merit in showing this evidence to the witness. Bailiff, please bring the transceiver from earlier.
Alright, looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to the trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence. Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get us back. That was most forgettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was sternly told by my client to not watch it. So I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you were on this tape. Me? There was a video camera hidden in the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What? Is that... That's a good
That's right.
Who? Who was it that planted the camera? Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the crime scene would be your client, naturally.
Right. Those interneters. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so that he could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? Because he's a piece of shit? I would like to know why. Why did Vanguard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the scene. Blackmail. Would you think it would be blackmail?
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah. That's why I think it was blackmail.
It's like I already kind of had a feeling it was blackmail before it even popped up.
Yeah.
Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what he said.
I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins are above blackmail. Yeah, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. Jesus.
Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer? Yeah. Oh, I exploded. It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. This is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client.
I have but one more question for the witness.
Yes.
If you told us one thing numerous times during your testimony, you said that you detest traitors most of all.
Yes, that's right.
But what if the traitor was your own client? What would you do then?
That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target.
Oh.
For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the end of the earth to exact my punishment.
Fancy. I see. That's all I wanted to know.
So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around. Mr. Wright. Yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return you to your precious item. What the? I'm not an item. Oh. Maya mocked him. Well, it was in green, so that's all I saw.
Oh my god, gosh. That's all she said was, I'm not an item?
Yeah.
I'm not an item. Like,
oh my
no.
god. Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness.
This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I'm sort of... I don't quite know what just happened there with the client and the witness, and ow. Miss Van Karma's worded that... Did he...
Whip him?
She always has you in your heights.
Heights?
Sights. I don't know how you heard heights, but I said sights. Then I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. End it too.
Oh, he's sweating.
He's pissing himself, aren't you?
Mr. Guard, you're pissing yourself, aren't you? Looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy.
But before that, I'd like to make one final statement. Sometimes, in the end, Ichigo is near the future. One very betrayed assassin may appear before you.
Uh-oh.
And Batman won't be there. Needless to say, that man's very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watched the video. Help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please. It's alright with you, Mr. Wright? We have finally reached the end of the very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there is no escape for him now.
Acquitted.
Acquitted. He's gonna acquittal himself. Go on, Phoenix. Play whichever way your heart tells you.
Right, Chief.
Well, if you say not guilty, then he'll be on the streets for him to be murdered. But then he's gonna be.
I'm gonna plead guilty then. Matt and Guard. Even though I'm a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here.
Wonderful self. Guilty.
Even if you got an acquittal the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore.
No. Oh, guilty.
Yeah, is that how he got a scar? He like scratched his own face?
I wonder, because he just did that. Unless the cat did it. As always, it looks like we have undiscovered the real truth. Nothing but the truth.
I don't remember you helping out this much.
Mr. Etworth, how is Matt Guard? I have left Kuro in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whip leather right now. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I had to pay my debt to society for my own crime, for your honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair.
Just be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. He pointed at her.
This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. She's sick. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. God, he can be brutal. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. A loser. And today, and the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved.
Wow. It's the first time I've ever seen her smile.
I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case.
Stop staring
I really
at me.
don't know. I'll stare at you as however how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I've felt comfortable with myself, with who I am.
Juju, do you need to clean
A
yourself
loser.
right now?
Thank you so much, everyone.
Juju. Psst. Hey. You snort when you clean yourself. Stop it.
It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As we go. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. Concerned, but everyone seems to be in good spirits. That is one good enough. That is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned. Juju.
March 23rd, 5:14 p.m.
You're great out there, Phoenix.
What I did out there was right, wasn't it?
This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. Oh.
Okay.
I'm concerned. You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize there is something more than just getting not guilty, right?
Yes, I understand now.
Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moment before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final piece of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense final statements on this matter.
I can't. There's a cat in the way.
Fuck that cat.
I can't count on the evidence to help anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice or should I save my life? My client snorted. Matt Guard is
Guilty. He is guilty, or is he not guilty? These were your choices then, and your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Snort, snort. Nah. Right.
Edgeworth.
I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
Really?
Pearls.
You're telling the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, she's quite safe. She is on her way here as we speak in a patrol car.
Did she get food?
Oh, Mr. Maya's safe. You did it, you really did it, Mr. Nick.
She punched me deceptively hard for a kid.
I
Mm-hmm.
believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Oh. Oh.
Thanks. Oh, burps. What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma.
She angy. About earlier, thanks. Ow.
Why are you so smiling, Mr. Phoenix, right? You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you're still happy.
I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma.
How dare you? Don't worry. She may... she may, in time, after all, I was like that myself until a year ago.
Edgeworth.
For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. I use every dirty trick in the book, and so my winning record remained spotless. But
I zoned out.
a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me.
Vroom vroom.
I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my I said fist, my first defeat.
And he angy.
I was so angry back then. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. Okay. And then I really truly did lose everything. It was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair with that gun.
Hands.
I have such big hands. And then I stand there straight. I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened. So I left the prosecution's office. Losing my voice too, and I felt that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That's all you should have. A prosecution has shamed himself with defeat, should crawl into a hole and die. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecution's office, I finally come to realize something. It was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense. We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so...
Objection.
Yes. No matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. What? You trust in your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses, the truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have, erasing the paradox one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch, and we will always eventually reach that one single truth, as I promised you.
The truth.
Yes, that's the reason why processes and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, right? That's why you couldn't forgive me, this man who went into hiding, isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night. Poetry!
Is Mr. Edgeworth alright, Mr. Nick?
I don't think so.
You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. That was years ago.
So tiny! With big
And
hands.
you were all so really tiny. You betrayed your own words and tininess. That's why, 1 year ago, you became very big. I made up my mind to become also big. I decided that Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least that's what I told myself.
You pathetic fool.
Miss Von Karma, you exist!
I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. A Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy.
I am not worthy
of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over.
Is she going crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Francisca threw something on the ground just now.
This is an electronic receiver? Electromagnetic receiver. I was like, fuck, it's in red, so it's hard to read it.
Oh my god. Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe?
I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else. Is that her whip?
Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip? Cream?
I'll never, set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action.
What's she gonna do about it then?
Something crimes. You should keep this right.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Nick!
Maya!
She got
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Aww. That's a cute family
Oh my god.
of friends.
A family of friends.
Oh, Nick! I knew you would come through! You got angered and convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. But we sure pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Because if I did croak, I would just come back and hunt you like Bacchus through Burley. Okay.
Is it really that easy to do something like that?
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't mention it.
Maya. Oh, Miss Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're alright. Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress with Edgeworth. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. Yeah, she's starving.
Yeah.
Alright. I think it's time we get out of this depressing place.
Huh? Where are we going?
Food, Nick! Food! Grub, chow, I'm starved! I'm so hungry, you and you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick!
You think I look like a burger? I'm prime rib at least.
Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please!
If you insist.
Alright, so how about we head up to our usual burger joint?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. And so I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast.
Come on, Nick! Food!
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright. 23rd still March, but it's 7th,
God,
3rd, 8th.
that trial lasted so long.
Like what, 4 days
Oh.
almost?
Is he dead?
Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
He's dead.
I'm
Yeah,
dead.
That's his ghost. Gumshoe, are you alright?
Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all nothings.
He almost kind of looks better without his jacket.
Mm-hmm.
A telephone pole. Then it wasn't a red light that got him. Oh, you did it again, city boy. I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking.
Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of Steel Samurai.
I thought you said the Suicide Samurai.
Something might be.
Thanks. Now look here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it tonight, even.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now he looks sad. Well, come on now. Everyone gather around. Stop burping. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Looks like Lotta brought herself a new camera.
We can put this empty case behind us. Now, come on. Tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down.
You're making me hungry.
Amen to that, pal. Amen. Okay. I'm concerned. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 aims you took, I don't think this trial would have had a very different ending. It would have had a very different ending. You know, it's... Oh, wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. What?
4?
Well, yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket.
There was a 4th item? Oh, come on, y'all. It's over. Oh, boy. I tell you, you really are something else. Doing getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped? Never a dull moment with you, huh?
You think?
Why does she look so happy about that?
But being shut away for 2 whole days, weren't you scared?
Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so helpless. So, to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture.
Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So, where's this picture of yours?
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mr. Fly's picture.
You know, I don't know where it went.
Aw, it's too bad.
Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway.
Aw,
That's not my voice. Sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again.
Beep beep. Huh.
What is it, Ruth?
This thing is picking something up. This is like our Street Saver. Thanks to here, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she snuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location. Huh? It's probably a bus or something, sir. Is it tracking? I'm concerned. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet.
And you've eaten way too much, you glutton.
She's been starved for 2 days. I had fun tonight. Now, if you excuse me.
Wait,
What?
I just want to say thanks, Edgeworth. I love you, man. You really saved me out there. You're so cute.
If anyone should be saying things, it should be me to you, right? I love you too.
I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel.
A kiss?
What
I don't know. Yeah, what do we have? A bear?
You want to give him a whip? Let's give him a whip.
What's this?
Thank you. It's all thanks to you too. You and her.
You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. And then he pieced out.
It looks like Mr. Edgeworth pieced out. Mr. Edge. Hey, Mr. Maya.
Hey, yeah, Pearly?
I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? You and Mr. Nick, I mean.
Pearly? Would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me! Anyway. So, who's paying for this lovely dinner party? As if you need to ask! It's Nick. Everyone say, thank you, Nick! Yeah. But, yeah. Kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I kinda already put your name on the bill.
Yeah, I got a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It'd be anyhow for $3,000. Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. Oh.
Isn't this great, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
I hate all of you. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Aw, you don't have to hold it back now, you hear?
Yeah. Hey, pal. Time to let it all out.
This is going to be the first time I hear the real you.
Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage doll.
Alright then. You say so.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was fucking great.
Oh my god. Funny.
Are you enjoying clawing me?
You really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've skipped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. Fucking purring, Jesus.
Yeah, he's in my lap.
I'm so
Pro.
happy that you could save Mr. Maya, Mr. Nick. And I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel's a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for the 2 of you just in case.
I heard you're the gate. Well, pal, it looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edwards had a long talk with the chief, and he was okay. I heard he said things like let another one go to bad for society. I mean, crush your head into everything, and the only way to live, pal.
It's going on its own, so I'm not pressing anything.
Yeah, I know. It went a little faster than the other ones. Also, I did get distracted a little bit because each was a little bit.
Hey, it's you.
I was. Hey, I'm my bird. I'm going to be a witness, and right now I'm bringing some smiles and joy to the people who come by the restaurant, and I hope you come by sometime, Mr. Wright. Just stop by.
That was a girl, but okay, you made her sound like a man.
I know! I didn't mean to! It just... Yeah, I need... Oh, God. Hey, yes, are you here to visit a patient? Yeah, I'm Dr. Hottie. I just... Itchy, yes, that girl, you know, I have seen her around. Yes, but I remember if I see even laden as much as one crack, I would go crack. I have crack. I didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yes. No, I meant to give her a voice, and that's just what came out, and it was going so fast.
Oh. It's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, sweetie. Enter the world who we know our serious plan to make fabulous flight to Zimbabwe.
Hey Max, what do you think of Zimbabwe? Do you think there were casts made of cake and bunnies, and who could talk?
I think if there are many bunnies, even they won't laugh at most jokes.
Okay.
Oh my god. I want to watch the anime after this now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm going for the commentary humor with Miss Mo Curls.
We've got a new actor we're worked out prepared for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something, will you? You're supposed to start this off. Get off with it. Ow.
not gonna say anything.
No.
But yeah, I heard a gate, so I wonder if Saul's back.
He needs to get the fuck out. What's this? It's an ordinary electric razor charging on the stand. I can't believe this, really. How long do I plan on making them do this? But it's Sage Boo's idea, so that means it's just have a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling that they won't let me forget about it, would they? It would never like this in the old days. Everyone thought of me, world me. They used to call me Queen Wendy and treat me like royalty. This is going to be feel pain, burn, fire, scenery.
It's going. Oh my god, that went so fast! Holy shit!
I just like picked out words from it. I was like, yes.
Yeah. I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have everyone. I just read that as fast as I possibly could. Oh god.
It has been difficult for me in this country of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. May we be blessed with longevity.
Oh god.
I go.
You died.
I was hoping we'd hear from Matt. Is this Matt, maybe?
Maybe,
International
23rd.
Departures Gate? No.
No. 9.
Are we saying bye to Maya again?
I wonder.
Or Francesca? Don't know who's talking.
Don't know who's talking. Where are we going, Francesca? How did you know I was here? Yeah, with this. I thought as much. That's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example.
Hold on, plug in the controller.
That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy grub coat of his. Drab coat. Jesus. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout. I'm sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things? Yeah, it seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here? It doesn't matter anymore. This case is already over. What are you going to do now? Talk to myself? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred Van Karma's daughter.
Because he's a man.
I know! Francesca. So many expectations from everyone around me, expectations I must fulfill. Jeez. I am expected to win no matter what. A failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius, there's no doubt about that. But me? I'm no genius, I already know that. But I had to be one, I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor, you have been, and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. No. See that. Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? Nah, this thing is dumb luck. I'm going to say this again. We persons do not fight for personal honor or pride. Snapping. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be stricken down with this whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you. And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. I saw her, she went into wrong then I could win against that man. If I can make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat,
And drive a truck.
then drive that truck, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I see. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today. I believe you. Just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you weren't dependent on your father, but you were dependent on your father by using his taxes. Isn't that right? Today, you chased after me after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why you're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you're going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Francesca Von Karma. Well, she is just young.
Yeah.
I'm Francesca Von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk into your shadow anymore, forever. Our battle begins now. So you had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. She lost composure. I'm surprised.
Oh my god, that's so adorable though.
Oh, airplane.
Is it
Vroom
everything?
vrooms. Phoenix Wright, one day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in the battle. I don't know if this is her voice or his. Until then, this is the last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of it. This first piece, so I can give it to you when at least we meet again.
So now she's gonna go through a little thing like Miles did.
Mm-hmm. That's what Maya drew then. Oh, that's
my God.
hilarious.
It had to be that.
Capcom. Da-da-da. We done for now.
Well, that wraps up that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and then it starts. I think the next one is Trials and Tribulations. So only one more game to go for this thing.
Mm.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.